Well, this market's just going to be like a nest update, isn't it?
Said, what, 3 or 4 days ago, just checking
Aye.
some nests. Right, the songy's had eggs. I didn't think it'll have youngs yet, but we're going to
Nah, this shouldn't be hatched.
have it. We're going to try and film it all the way through from the youngs hatching until the nearly figured that's if they didn't get.
If someone doesn't take them, because they're quite close on the edge of the path, aren't they?
But
But
then, possible robins.
It says a robins, or at the time I did see I heard a wagtail doing it, they're screaming out. So it'd be nice if it was. Great one, like a pied wagtail.
That pumphoose one is.
Aye, and there's a blackbird that was on building in there now, wasn't there?
Oh.
And the blue tits in the nest box.
I would check that now.
Aye, so we've got a few to check.
We didn't think it had out, but it looks like there was an egg buried under the head.
Aye, just under the layer. Aye. So that's what planned for the day anyways. There'll be a few nests in there for them. It's hard to see from up here, but straight down the bottom there.
Yeah, you can zoom in a bit there. A couple of little rabbits feeding on the side of the path.
Little baby rabbits.
There's one just sitting, put its feet up there.
Aye. Still nice to see them. Quite common.
There's loads of them now.
Quite common. Mixie doesn't seem to be affecting them these days. It's out there, but it's just not affecting them. Oh, there it's going to run. So, yeah. Well, this is our first nest check. We're at the Song Thrush. I put the camera on before we got
There's
here.
no on it, like, so.
It's not looking good.
I've been something's happened if it all. It's got little young in it, isn't it?
They could have hatched, huh? The parent birds could be out feeding. Getting a bit of food. I'll see in a minute. I'll just step over here. A bit awkward. But it doesn't look promising, like. No, it's empty.
Is it?
Aye. It's been tough.
Tell you what, like, they're not very successful. The nest, like, they're fighting.
No, it seems they've got young.
Nearly every single one.
They don't even have to have young. It's like,
That's what I'm
there's a
saying.
Pringles tub there. Like, probably been some kids, but.
Maybe so. Nearly every single one we find it.
Because that was easy to spot off the path. Too easy. Aye, that's a
Right,
shame.
there's one what's.
One that's been unsuccessful straight away. Right. Well, we're still on the path.
We spotted the wrens in the bank side up there. Just tucked under them roots. Well, looks good from here.
It does, and we were just doing here last week, and I can't remember saying that. We've got this bank side on film, I think.
We did see one somewhere, but that wasn't it.
And it was older than that, the one we did see. I'm going to have a walk up with it, have a look. Well, I'm up here on the inspection camera, so the next shot you'll see will be inside the nest of the inspection camera. Well, we're back down to where the hut is, where the blackbird's nesting inside of the robins or the wagtails, but I've put the camera on.
You'll probably get a lot of kids.
Aye.
So
That would be the worst thing about it.
I wouldn't imagine they're going to be.
I cannot see no.
Like.
That's a pied wagtail sitting on that nest.
Is it?
Aye, 200%. Am I looking at it?
I don't know.
Is that a heat?
I don't know. I cannot see notes sitting on it. I think the same thing, too.
I'm seeing the top of the ball. I've seen
Wishful thinking.
I don't know. Well, the blackbird is finished. I'm taking my time just in case it's all in here. I was seeing the top of the ball there. That's what it was.
No, there's no ones.
Oh, there's an egg in that nest.
Is it?
2 eggs.
What is it then?
I'll have a look at this first. I haven't got a torch either, you know. That's the blackbird.
No, there. You see, there's no.
Oh, this is an egg.
Is it?
Oh. I'll just put your hand in. It's got 1 egg. See if I can get it on
Oh,
the
that's
I
it.
can see
Not
it
up
there.
for the. Oh, right.
Not up for the disappointment. Disappointment of the. What is it? The Song Thrush?
No.
It's a
And
blackbird.
this one, I'm curious about these because they look little.
It's either. You can look.
Torch on you. They look tight.
No, I haven't got
I
a
think
torch
they
on
are
them.
robins, are they not?
The other robins, aye, the robins and 2 eggs. Just trying to get the camera in, doing the back so I can see. And get a shot of the eggs in.
What with that?
Is that
Both-
like a-
I
like
tell
a
you what, they
dolphin?
must be what? 3 foot away from each other.
Aye.
Like bird and
That
robins.
was struck gold, wasn't it? I can get a bit of a shot of the nest there, bit of a shot of the eggs. But none of these are sitting yet because one's only got 2 and
If you
one's only
stand
got
back,
1.
you like show them how close they actually are together.
Aye,
And literally, like, say, we're 3 foot away.
it is, huh? It's the blackbirds there. And there's the
robins
junction
there.
box just under. Pleased with that, mate. Robins in here.
I definitely thought it was going to be now there.
Yeah, no, both of them got eggs and all. That's brilliant. So our plan is knowing these 2, we're going to come back here in about 4 days.
I should have a full nest there.
That should have at least 5, and it's the same with the blackbirds. But we can set the camera up here in this corner, and like on the tripod, pointing towards them both. Get them both in shot like that, and
If you want a
We'll
close-up
catch-
bird,
catch
because
the
they
birds.
set it on a close-up for one.
I will do that separately, you know. Aye,
I get it dead close.
I will do that separate.
Right, that's not bad.
That's brilliant. We'll be like, I'm hoping this robins is successful because we'll be setting the camera up in here and we'll be able to stand out the way somewhere and catch it feeding them and everything. And it's the same with the black, especially the robins.
We'll hang a door on and lock it.
Sorry of that. Stop the kids from getting there and wrecking them. Aye. Oh well, there you go. We've just got the blue tits to check now. Just across there in front of it. It's actually a grey wagtail. So I'm thinking with robins is a grey wagtail. I knew I heard a wagtail in here the other week. I knew I heard a wagtail in here last week. Do you know where it is?
You didn't expect to see them.
I'm thinking that's going to be the grey wagtail.
What?
In there? Because the robin eggs and grey wagtail eggs and nests are quite similar. So I'm thinking that's going to be a grey wagtail, isn't it? It's strange why it's just there.
How similar are the two?
Very similar. Aye. Aye, they're very similar, the eggs. We'll find out next week. Aye. I thought it might have been a pied wagtail in a building, because you do get pied wagtails in buildings and wards. Grey wagtails, you find them similar places, but you do find them in banksides and all.
The nests there, is the nests not quite a bit different?
No, they still line them exactly the same. The robins what we found was a lot different to that, mind. It was like packed with leaves. The one in the hedge we found the other year was packed with leaves, like under. And the one in the hole in the tree was all leaves.
Well, we'll find it, I suppose.
Aye, we're going to have to wait and see. I knew I'd seen a wagtail doing that. I heard one
Are
last
the
week.
eggs the same colour?
The eggs of the grey wagtail and the robin are very similar.
I'm just trying to think.
The nest's the same size, the birds run about the same size, everything about them. And the nest's in similar type of places, it's like ridiculous.
Possibly, isn't it?
Aye. Because it was strange why it was just there and it was a bit long that I was in there.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
No.
Stand at the bank, see if we can get sight of it again.
It'll not get in though because the knives were freezing when I touched them. That's the thing. Aye. Right, we'll come back in about 3 or 4 days and we'll see. Well, we're coming back anyways, aren't we? Aye. Right, so I'll turn the camera off now and we'll get a wheel up. That spoilt my expectations. I was hoping it would be a robins. I'm hoping it still is a robins, like, because it's... I'd rather have a robin than a wagtail because we've got loads of wagtail.
You know this nest in the top corner? Is that definitely knackered?
Aye, it's like old as the hills, that. It looks like an old wren's been stuck in the corner. Right, I'll turn the camera off. Well, we're back doing the blue tits nest box, or as we call them, blueies. Right. Now this should have about 4 or 5. Hopefully. Unless someone's been in and took them, like. I didn't like doing this, you know, because I know the bird's going to be sitting in there.
Things around there.
It can be the hiss on and everything. I'm hoping it's not, like. Lifting the lid up. the camera over the top, turn the lens, well, the viewfinder, and what I say, it's all in there. So,
Can actually sound, is it not a bit destroyed or something in there?
it's been built up even more. The nest's completely different. It looks like more substantial. I thought it would have had eggs in there by now. Quite a few.
When you were saying it had one in.
Oh, yeah, it looked like there was one on the last one. Right. So we can see there's no eggs in there, no. Right, we'll try again with someone else. Well, I've just double checked that nest box there, and when I move that loose here, you can actually see there's a bunch of eggs hiding under there. The bird had just covered them up. Quite a clever little trick, because when I looked in, I couldn't see any eggs under there. But no, that's alright. When it's got a good bunch of eggs in.
Well, we'll cover them back up and leave it.
I'll cover them back up and then put the lid down and walk away.
Is it in a week when you're not got youngins?
And it should be incubating and like at least feeding them, whatever. Aye. Looking at the size of, just looking at the size of them eggs in there, we're thinking they could be great tits.
They definitely look like great tits.
They're a lot bigger.
The blue tits.
The blotches are bigger on the egg and all, so they definitely look like great tits. Great tits. Aye. So at least now we've got something to come back to. I need to cover that up and then put it back. And there, Philip's just spotted what looks like it could be a bullfinch nest, or it might even be an old one, like we're not sure.
It could get run down in the field again.
It's lopsided and old, like, but it has been a bullfinch.
Aye.
It's all twig. We must have missed it last year. It's a shame.
Nice and easy one now.
Because we could have gotten in from the back there on the field. We're now the nest up here. We'll come back this year through the summer. That's when you find them. It still looks a good enough thing.
Before I see now the twigs,
Aye.
just see a branch and then it's supposed to lang tilt.
Aye, because that's what I was just going to be saying there. This is the time of year you find them and all.
See now the twigs are.
It's a good place for them. Right, I'll turn the camera off, didn't want this too long. And just here we've got all this hawthorn.
I've just noticed it's covered in berries. You might think it's a bit early because you'd normally get the berries to like September, do you?
Aye, it's the wrong
Late
time of
summer,
year.
early autumn, but these must still be on the tree
Off last year.
last year, before I think.
And there's quite a few.
Because if you look, these haven't even, these are just starting to bud for the flower.
Aye, there's a bud there.
Yeah. Just shows you how long
It's going to have like fresh bud coming, like fresh berries and old berries.
I don't know how that they're not all gone. Right?
Aye. It's like finding an apple tree new with apples on.
Oh, I saw it.
Because like fruits are gone at this time of the year. Fruits.
I used to always think they were poisonous when I was a kid, but you can actually eat them.
Aye. Used to use them for pea shooters.
Oh.
The stalk used to use for the pea shooter was the poison thing, wasn't it? These.
Aye, the little, them things.
Aye, it was these
But when
things.
they were, like sort of fresh.
Aye, because that's a wasp hornet. It was hovering right in front of us. Aye, these things. You get the big poison ones in this country, you know, giving you these.
Aye, there's a.
They've been on the telly a few times. I forget what you did. Oh shit. Standing. Horse shit. Stinker.
You get a thing with cow foods, partly it's that type of plant now, but it's not as big as that.
Aye.
It's really poisonous, right?
Aye. I think
Anyway,
aye.
I just thought.
Is it just through there? You can just see that old nest there. It's another one we missed last year. Looks like a white throat or a black cap, that kind of nest. I'm actually hearing a lot of hornets. They're whizzing all over the place. And I stumbled into one about 6 years ago in here, football size nest. Oh, someone's had a kill here. There's been a definite kill, pigeon. Right, I'll turn this camera off, we'll find something. We're just off the path again, a bit further in. What looks like a song thrush's nest, a fresh one. but it's right in the middle of this bramble. I'm more worried about the wasps around all the place. It's a good song thrush. I'll just see if I can get the camera over the top. Okay. Looking at the camera, I can't see any eggs in it. Just want to come back to it. Get over here. I'm ripped the bits caught in thorns. Nah, there was no in. But we're a bit further around. The pond's down there.
That one is a good way to get them on the bigger hand. Set your supply camera up, sticking through, Tim.
Aye.
You might get a better shot with that.
I was just coming round and bumped these as we walked past them, and songthrush jumped over here. That was tricky as hell to get them. Got a nest full of them now. Just making sure they're on screen. Pull that back a little bit. They're a few days old. I think I can say about 3. Probably 4. I think I can only say 3. Something different. One that actually hatched.
What?
The one that's actually hatched.
It's not in a bad place, this one.
No, it's a good place. Because it's predators will not get it. Being in the middle of that gorse. Not like the last one. Like I was looking in there, there's a bit of an outlet, either a pigeons or a jeers in that thorn. That's what made us look. Bumped this on the way back around and jumped it. This year's now, I'm looking at it.
It's a chip trap or something.
Aye, we've just came down here. Like that's where that songthrush is, and we've just come and down the pathland. Right down the side of the path in the woodland. And just there, it's either a chiffchaff or a
I
wren.
walked straight past it.
Aye, just a ball of leaves. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear the bird there. It's making that little tweet noise, like a willow wobbler noise. Or is it a wren?
I'm not sure.
It looks a lot like a wren's. It's a brilliant nest. I'm gonna have to use the little spy camera for that, like, because you cannot see into these, can you? I'll get my little inspection camera out.
And it does look like a wren's, but at the same time it looks so
I know, because the wren's, it's because it's a ball of leaves.
Aye, but
There's no bracken on it.
it looks a bit more open in the way. I don't know.
There's no bracken on it, like a wren would use bracken.
Materials just
Aye, and it's just off the ground in the crappy bramble. Like how we found out the chiffchaffs. And we found them earlier now this time of the year.
More of a chip trap
Aye, yeah, it definitely looks like a chiffchaff. Right, so I'll stop this and I'll get that inspection camera out and I'll give it a look. Right, so I've just had the inspection camera in there, as you'll see on the video, and I'm just going to zoom in on it from here, because the hole is bigger than what it looks. At first we thought it was like a chip chopper. This is a chip chop up the trees there. Not zooming past all the bits of crap. But it is a chip chop. It's fully lined with feathers. I could see on my phone when I had the inspection camera on. So, it's another good little find. It hasn't got any eggs. I looked. Well, at least I couldn't see any on the inspection. Oh, just a bit further into this marsh type thing. That's it.
Dead blackbird. It's got a ring on its leg though.
It's a female, isn't it?
No, it's a female one, but it's a little ring.
Didn't want to touch it because of all the crap you get on it.
That's good.
You're supposed to notify them, but I can't even make that out.
I but if you zoom in, read in it on the camera, you should be able to see it when you get it back.
Aye.
If you zoom read in on the tag, and then you get it.
I'll just move in closer that way. It shouldn't blow.
And if you even zoom in a little bit.
I'll twist it round a bit. Shouldn't be touching deed eyes. You better can do it and stuff if you want. Let's see if I can make that out when I get back. I'm not sure if that's going to be upside down or the wrong way around. But something's killed it. There's feathers all over. It's had a bit of a fight with another bird. Bits of feathers yabbering everywhere. If anything, I'd have killed it, it would have had it. We're at the top end of the pond. Seen the water hen earlier. Just across there in the bottom of that gorse. It's what looks like a nest there. During the bottom branches, you can just see it. It's hiding it brilliantly. I was looking for the little grebe, mostly. The water hens are easy to find in here. No, I'm getting it. We've seen two running through, and then there was another one followed it. Wonder if there's any more. 2 deer, or 3 deer actually. We've just came through there now.
They look like decent size, eh?
They were decent, huh? There's a lot more than around. Well, at least we've got a third one on camera. That's by the time I got the camera out, opened the lens and opened the viewfinder. Bit of weird that quick. Can't see no else. Can't see no else.